welcome to our review of the 2019 film directed by Danny Boyle.
Yesterday.
And we're your hosts, Sophia and my mom. We start off in Lowestoft, England, where Jack is a struggling musician whose only true fan seems to be his friend/manager, Ellie. Jack decides to give up his music career, but is miraculously hit by a bus at the exact moment that a worldwide blackout occurs. Upon regaining consciousness, he is magically the only person who remembers the Beatles.
Oh, I believe in yesterday.
When did you write that?
I didn't write it. Paul McCartney wrote it. The Beatles.
Who?
Jack saw this as an opportunity and began passing off Beatles songs as his own. I did not like this film at all. Why did it have to be a worldwide blackout in order for the entire world to forget about one band and a few other things?
There had to be some trigger, so why not a worldwide blackout? As you go through the film, there are other things that you find out people don't know about.
They're not related at all. Why the Beatles and other things that are not as relevant? There were a ton of plot holes. There was no explanation as to why the blackout caused people to forget these certain things. It's not everybody, because some people remembered and some people didn't.
I had a problem with the execution. I didn't like his flashbacks when he was trying to remember the lyrics to Eleanor Rigby.
Yes.
I thought those were stupid.
Yes, it was stupid. I mean, in fact, I think the whole film...
I liked the film. I took it for what it was, which was a short rom-com. You didn't like the whole romantic aspect of the movie, but that's
And there was absolutely no comedy, so I don't know where you're getting the com and the rom-com from.
I thought it was funny.
There were some parts where it was just so bad or so awkward that you were just like, haha.
Most of his life is spent focused on making it big as a musician, totally oblivious to the fact that his friend, fan, and manager is in love with him. And then when he finally gets famous and she walks away from him, then he has to decide would he rather have more.
So I understand that she's loved him her entire life, but you don't wait until he gets really famous and he's doing something that is truly making him happy to drop the bomb and be like, oh yeah, I've loved you my entire life. It's either me or your entire musical career. You have to choose between two things that can make you happy. Which one will it be? That is an extremely hard situation to put somebody in.
Especially since she was the one who kept pushing him. I don't think she thought that he would ever get that famous. And that just reminds me, what world is it that you're comparing the Beatles to Ed Sheeran?
That brings us to unnecessary characters, now that you've mentioned Ed Sheeran. So, from what I saw in the trailers, Ed Sheeran was just a cameo, and I was like, okay, he won't be in the entire movie, and that was not the case at all, unfortunately.
Of all the English musicians, that's who you're comparing the Beatles to. They actually had a competition for writing songs. Of course, the Beatles won, but it was just very odd.
Well, the thing is, I'm not a huge fan of Ed Sheeran. He was just randomly showing up throughout the movie, and he was just like, oh yeah, I'm Ed Sheeran. Look at me.
He did a little better than that.
He was a very bad actor.
Wait, let's talk about the
roadie, Rocky.
Oh no, he's just an idiot.
Another unnecessary character. As well as that one Ghostbusters chick. Kate McKinnon.
Yeah, the agent. That's what I was going to bring up.
Yes.
She's just every bad agent rolled up into a little ball, and that's just her. With her comment, is that the best you can look? And it's just okay, and you think Ed Sheeran is God? I don't know. She's really harsh.
Yes.
Really, really harsh.
Also, I absolutely hated his rendition of Help. It was just horrible.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please help me, help me, help me.
I I took it as he was so stressed out.
Because a lot of things happened, like, right before that.
I thought he was going to have total breakdown. That's what I thought was going to happen, but he didn't.
I thought he was going to jump off the roof.
Then your review would have been better, wouldn't it have?
My opinion is, if you're going to make a movie involving a legendary band like the Beatles, then that movie should be legendary.
Alright.
And this movie was certainly not legendary at all.
It had a really good premise. They could have, I guess, done it a little bit better.
Well, Yesterday was just a Hallmark movie with Beatles songs.
I would still tell people to see it. I thought it was fun.
I encourage you not to. I gave it a D-.
I give it like a B+. I thought it was very entertaining. You know, a lot of people who reviewed it said that they should have gone deeper into the trickle effect of the Beatles never getting together, and it's just like, it's only an hour. How long is the runtime?
It's a painstaking hour and 56 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, almost 2 hours of my life wasted. Actually, 4 hours because I watched this movie twice. You say that it's very entertaining, but I just found it very confusing. That was all for our review. Hope you enjoyed my mom and I arguing about this movie. Oh shoot, I'm not wearing my Beatles shirt. We gotta refilm this entire thing now.